I'm Michael Feyereisen. I'm a 21-year-old entrepreneur. I attend here at Chandler Gilbert Community College. The way I started my business was selling hats originally in 2020 during COVID. A lot of people were spending their money and their stimulus checks on sneakers and hats, and I met some good connections at local retail stores for hats. So I was able to buy stuff for retail or under and flip it for over or at market value to local clients that really wanted the new hats that just came out. So using that same business model, I went into shoes because I always loved shoes. In high school, I'd save all my money to buy brand new shoes, brand new clothes, and yeah, ever since then, I never gave up on it, and I kept scaling my business from senior year, and here I am, quitting my 9 to 5 at Walmart to sell shoes.
And who are your customers?
My customers are a lot of the people are people that I went to high school with or that I've met through different local platforms like OfferUp, Facebook Marketplace, and anyone that's came across my Instagram that happens to be local to me. I do a lot of shipping out of states and overseas, so a lot of store owners that need new inventory for their stores, I provide them for under market so they can upcharge, make their money, and still maintain their shops. Um, yeah, those are basically my customers. I sell to anyone that needs a pair of shoes and want a good deal for it.
Is there a particular type of cards that you prefer to sell or trade, be that baseball, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, etc.? And is there a particular type that is more valuable on average to the others?
So with my new trading card business, I primarily focus on Pokemon. A lot of the sealed product is very, very liquid right now. A lot of people want to get the new sealed sets. It's sold out everywhere on the shelves. But for me right now, I'm focusing mostly on the raw single cards, meaning they're not graded by any company or anything. They're just like pulled out of a pack and sleeved up in protection, and they all have a market value online. So that's what I've been mainly focusing on, using the main marketplaces online, getting verified. And now that I'm just got verified, I already have 50 plus sales on these raw single cards online, and they're pretty profitable.
What pair of shoes got you the most income?
There's one that really kind of kick-started it all. It was a pair of off-white Jordan 1s in a size 14. I went into buying these shoes from one of my buddies that actually went to here, and he got them back right when they dropped. He got them for a couple $100s. Right now, if you went to go buy a brand new pair, they're over $2,000. So he wore them a few times, kept them in his closet for a long time, and ended up scooping them for like $700. And one of my buddies actually put me on one of his athlete friends that wore a size 14, and he ended up purchasing those off me for $1,700. So I made $1,000 on those. More recent, there was a 2004 pair of Jedi SB Dunks. It's an old Star Wars collab with Nike SB. I sold those for like $1,500 profit to a store owner overseas, just because how limited they were, how rare just to find the certain size, and they were like almost brand new condition. So
How did you get them?
I met a local guy that's just a big SB collector, and that was the price he wanted. He wanted $500 for them, and I sold them for like right near 2,000. Because if you were to buy those brand new, you're paying like around 4,000. So it's like he still got a deal on them, and I made some nice margin on them.
How do you sell sneakers and clothing for less than the market price?
Whenever I go to buy something, I kind of see what it's like selling for, like on eBay or like the main marketplaces like StockX and Go. And it's like, since I'm running a business, I gotta buy it lower, but I tend to like selling a lot more volume than making the higher margins. I don't really want to hold on a pair of shoes for an extra $5-10 for like 2-3 weeks. I might as well just flip it, reinvest the money, and just keep going from there. So I try to hook up all my customers with the best deals I possibly can, with the best customer service you'll get. Because if you're buying this off an app that makes billions of dollars, they're not going to care that your shoes have a damaged box. They didn't tell you, or you're gonna wait 3 weeks to get your shoe when I can ship it out the same day for a better price.
And where do you get your merchandise from? They're such a cheap price usually.
So with me, I like to sell a lot of pre-owned sneakers. So there's a lot of wiggle room from like what a shoe goes for brand new, and then like used market because the condition's all over the place. Like you can wear a shoe once and they're still used, but they're so clean that like they're worth a lot more than some shoe you wore like 2 months straight. And then you see the bottoms and they're like, you see the white on there and all the traction being worn off. So there's a lot of leeway. So and if I buy them in bulk as well and single them out to like my customers, I can make a little bit extra margin. But yeah, I usually get them off either customers, other people that sell shoes, collectors. You can buy them from like distributors online, some from Nike discounts, like from the outlets and stuff. There's millions and millions of shoes everywhere, so it's like I can kind of pick and choose what I want to buy, and if it makes sense for making money on it, and my customers would buy something like that, then it's definitely worth my time. Because I can buy like, let's say like brand new pair of Vans, something like that. Someone will go to the store, I might pay $65 at the Vans store, or they go to Nordstrom Rack, buy them for $30. So me thinking it's like if I buy a brand new pair of Vans, I'll probably have to pay, unfortunately, like $10 to sell them for like $18, $20. So I give a great price and still make a little bit of money. But yeah, I buy literally everything.
How do you structure your pricing?
How do I structure my pricing? That's a good question. So I usually base everything off market price, sales, average sales, and then I try to go around like 15 to 20% lower if I can. Sometimes I have to charge like, let's say $10 over market value. It's like if you're buying a brand new pair of Jordan 4s off the market, you're gonna pay like $320. I would probably price it at $300 if it's high demand, limited shoe, which still is like you're saving $20 to shipping on the same day. But depending on other products, I try to get it to like sometimes even like 30-40%. If it doesn't even have the box, sometimes I can slice it right in half because the demand for collectors with a box could be like $600, but I can get this no box pair for like $80 and they're still brand new. Sell them for like $150.
I find it funny how collectors love boxes so much.
Yeah, and then most people just throw away their boxes.
What sets you apart from other traders?
I like to say I have the best prices and the best customer service. All my orders that I ship out overseas and anywhere in the US have beautiful packaging. I like to write handwritten notes, and a lot of them from new sellers. And if it's a returning customer, I'll always keep giving them better and better deals the more they shop with me, just because I'm so appreciative of all my suppliers and all my clients. So yeah, that kind of separates me apart from them liking me as a person, and also all the stuff I do for business and my business integrity. So I feel like I'm a good person to buy off, to say the least.
Do you have any funny stories from your work?
I mean, it's always funny, like buying a bunch of pair of shoes off someone that I sold them like over a year ago, and then they hit me back like after a year, completely destroy the shoes, and they're like, "You can just give me whatever for them." I'm like, "Oh boy, what did you do to these?"
Oh, that's sad.
But yeah, because then there's like they want to buy some new shoes. Like at the end of the day, it's like most of your shoes that you buy from me, it's like kind of like an investment. Like if you keep them really clean, like they're still worth something. Especially me providing them at such a good price. Like I've had instances where I sold someone a pair of shoes brand new. They haven't touched them in a year. They give me back and they're like, "Hey Michael, you want to buy these?" And I'm like, "Sure, let me see what they're going for." $150 more than I sold them to them for. So they're making money holding that shoe from me. So it's like an investment at the end of the day. It's not like you're going to let's say Walmart, for example, buying a pair of shoes or a shirt there. Like it's not gonna be worth anything after you wear them. With like high demand or like let's say like trending items, if you keep them in great condition, they're always gonna be worth something. So that's why I say buy all shoes. Like even if you have a pair of Panda Dunks and you beat them to the ground, it'll still give you $5.
Is there one particular item that you were able to buy that you really did not want to let go?
Oh, that question is it's a great one, because when I do buy a lot of pre-owned shoes, some of them come in my size and I'm like, they are pre-owned, I can wear them a few times before I can post them up for sale. The one that stings the most though, oh boy, there's a lot. There is actually a lot. I'm trying to think of like my favorite one that I sold. It might have been this, I think it was like a 2010, 2012 SB Dunk. they were called the Loon SBs. They were a 10.5, so they were a little bit too big on me. But it's like a pair of shoes I've been looking for a long time. It's like a 10-year-old SB, skateboarding Nike shoe. Really cool colorway. It was like a black, white, and green shoe, but brand new. It's like $600, and I ended up picking those up off my friend for like 150 bucks. So it's like, either make like 100 bucks real quick, or just like keep these in my closet and never wear them. So that thing kind of stung, because if they were my size, I definitely would have kept them. But yeah, that's the one that strikes me the most at this point.
So what resources, mentors, books, or courses have helped you the most here?
One book I recommend is Atomic Habits by James Clear. It is a book that basically teaches you how you can erase all your bad habits and form them into new ones, just by being consistent and doing what you should be doing every single day. So that helped me a lot with managing school and my business. And when I was working at Walmart, how I could make sure I'm not wasting any of my time, like on my phone, scrolling through TikTok, or like waking up late, or like, playing a bunch of video games to do my schoolwork, or just like wasting time when I could be using that time to work on my business or get something productive done, like go take my dog for a walk or go to the gym. That book was really good for me, and I think everybody should read that one.
If you could give one piece of advice to other student entrepreneurs, what would it be?
Biggest advice I would say is post on social media. That's something that I am currently struggling with, but at the end of the day, that's something I want to do. I like posting content. I just kind of suck at it. You got to post content. That's the only way you're gonna get yourself like a personal brand to be able to scale anything that you want to do. Your business, they're gonna buy because of you, not really what you're selling for the most part. So I'd say get on social media, post, be consistent, and that's half the marketing nowadays is social media. So doubling down on yourself, believing in everything that you want to do, and get it done at the end of the day.
What do you see for you and your business 5+ years from now?
So 5+ years from now, if I stay in the same business, I would be operating my own warehouse. Probably made enough money to retire my parents, because that's my goal, and probably move to either like a high-rise apartment or my own property. If I don't stay in the same business, I would move my money into real estate, like wholesaling houses. But there's still some stuff I would have to learn before then. But pretty achievable goal, I would say, giving myself 5 years. From what I've already done to what I can do, I'd say I feel like that's attainable for sure.
Where can people find you?
So for my sneaker business, I'm on Instagram, I'm on TikTok, I'm on basically every platform. It's QCS Hype, Quinkers Hype. That's where I'm from, so that's kind of where the name originated. If you want any clothes, QC's Vintage on all platforms. And then if you want any trading cards, primarily we're focused on Pokémon. We're on Instagram a lot. It's Pluh TCG, PLUH TCG. Got that name because like whenever you get something for a good deal, people kind of call you like a plug. So took on that name for my TCG instead Pluh. Kind of like a meme too. So yeah.
Thank you so much for coming.
Yeah.